Whatever, I don't really care. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. Let's see. I'm trying to do. We gotta debunk some scary shit. You feel me? All right, let's test it.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed. One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
I bet. Y'all ready?
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed. One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Any actual handle. There's literally...
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem. But it's usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times, and I just didn't think anything about it.
Now, Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what he could have saw at his door that night, but it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced anything like this. So just who or what did he see at his door? Next up, a woman is recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that she accidentally caught something that is downright creepy. Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light? Or did these people capture real evidence of the supernatural? A little visit. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre. Some little figure that seems to be walking on 2 legs moves under the stairs. Then, as a woman passes by, it seems to press itself up against the wall to avoid her attention. Then, the little figure quickly crawls between the steps and disappears out of sight. Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Now, Jose believes that the security cam caught a duende, a mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore that is said to be similar to a gnome or leprechaun. But let me know what you think this is. Through the eyes of a child. A young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old. Her aunt is filming her at the table when suddenly this happens.
Look, an apple! Don't come in here, okay? Stay in there. Stay in there in the white room. Don't come in here, okay? I won't let you anymore. I'm just gonna get.
Who are you talking to?
I don't like that.
Who are you talking to?
I don't want to see her song.
Huh?
I don't like that one.
Well, who? You don't like who? What, baby?
I don't want to.
Like what?
Okay, guys.
It's now 15 years later and Kyla is 18. She says she has very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone on the stairs, and I was like, "Don't you come in here!" And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could see that I'm looking that way, and I'm just like, you know, because it's coming at me, and I'm like, "Get away!"
Who are you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Nuke's Top 5 viewer Dallas Clark says that she's worried that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation. You see, her young son seems to be having an argument with someone, but the problem is, he's in his room all alone.
You talk? You talk to me. Wait, Ghostman. Ghostman, you say yes. Your eyes stupid. You don't like me anywhere. Yeah. You want to talk to me, Ghost? Huh? You want to talk? You want to talk, Ghost?
He says.
Don't talk to me. I'm gonna beat you up. Cause if you don't be quiet now, I'll go.
The toddler seems to be speaking to an invisible entity that he has named, quote, Ghostman. The boy even goes so far as to threaten to beat up Ghostman.
I'm gonna beat you up. Cause if you don't be quiet now,
The little boy even yells for the ghost to leave.
I'll go. Ghost.
Dallas says that her son still speaks to, quote, Ghostman, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home. Another family in Houston, Texas has a similar strange experience with their 1-year-old daughter. One evening, Tiffany Matthews notices that her little girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things get really weird.
Y'all, I don't know who she playing with, but it's an invisible person, and they're tickling her.
They're doing love for that.
Stop.
Who playing with your baby?
And I pray so much, it can't be no bad spirit in here. 'Cause I pray so much over this house.
Hey. You play with your granny? You play with your granny? You play with your granny?
She is really interacting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination? Or just what are these young children seeing? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Ghost hunts gone wrong. In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe. The mirror on the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex, barely missing him. But there's something even weirder here. Because, did you see it? Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice. He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's nothing there. Mark Sebastian is staying at the infamous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in North America, and is most famously known as the inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining. Turns out that the hotel does live up to its spooky reputation. As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online. Take it easy and play your way.
What?
I'm not kidding, I just saw someone move in that window.
Look in this window right here.
A dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
This is the room where I saw something.
hotel staff can't explain Mark's strange ghostly capture, as no member of the staff patrols that room, and it's not open to hotel guests.
Really creepy though.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
Me too.
You should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs.
Please do.
Okay.
Really
I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadow Man show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see? Let me know what you think. This next clip was sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zach S. He says that just after midnight, he and his friend Brandon were exploring a tunnel in Chinks Ferry, Pennsylvania, that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Seriously, what is that? I mean, it sounds like boots, like wet boots walking over here. But I heard that too. Did you hear the low, yeah! It's like a male. Yeah, that's what I was describing as a growl. It's like a male grunting. See? What the
The two guys hear what sounds like a person moving in the tunnel, which kind of freaks them out. But as they go to check it out, they hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their car in absolute terror.
See?
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up? Well, you decide. Caught on camera. Now, I don't usually feature scary photos on the channel because they're just too easy to fake, but I found these pictures especially interesting just because they're so strange and seem much harder to manipulate. Now, first up, some women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone absolutely colorless appears over the women's shoulders. Now, if you don't know, an iPhone live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after. And if you look closely, this little pale gray boy actually seems to be moving. The women say that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children around anywhere. Next up, a young woman named Tegan is taking a picture with her boyfriend. But later when she prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background. A very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture. Destination unknown. Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should. Back in 2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck. This movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie studio actually put ads on log trucks. Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody behind that truck. Not one car in the lane. F
you.
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2, or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2 because why are we following this jam?
Tori, every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck. They have to strap those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy, because sometimes it actually happens.
Arriving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance. For some reason, they're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose a log. Happening! It's happening! It's happening! Oh my God, I have my camera out. Oh my God!
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side, even though the driver weirdly just kept going. But no, as I said before, this has actually happened.
This crazy, boy.
So, is it scary or just a public service message? Either way, just do not drive behind a log truck. Thank you. The devil down below. A guy named Kyle Anthony says that lately he has been hearing strange sounds around his house. Oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house, in the house's crawl space. He sets up a camera down there to see what's going on. What he captures makes his blood run cold.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house. Thinking it might be some strange person actually living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
I can't sleep. There's the security camera. I don't know what I saw. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath it. I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs of afterlife. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Kyle investigates and even crawls his way into the space underneath his house. But there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know. Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house. Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the roaming Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there. And finally, something falls from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? And so it just does that. Move away. So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. You see how far back they are. Genuinely. I mean, the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick.
One of the things students love about culinary school online with Escoffier is the toolkit. Our students can
says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
I was watching my show and there's nothing there.
But then things get even creepier. Because one night, the Roomba at Nick's grandmother's house again just starts to act very strange.
Whoa.
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough, because, well, they're just not supposed to do that. But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no explanation. Nick says that his grandmother found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says that since this, the Roomba has just not moved again, despite having a full charge. But he does say that his grandma's two dogs are still scared of the device and often just stare at it. end of the road. Sam Rossi is an independent truck driver in Southeast Asia. He regularly posts his experiences and adventures as he drives his truck across the countryside of Indonesia. Late one night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road that locals claim is haunted by a dark spirit. Just after he crosses a bridge in the middle of nowhere, his truck suddenly breaks down.
Ya bener sampean. Apa jenenge? Tibae mesinku sing keder. Wis tak servis ya, Sur ya. Hawane.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur yo. Ayo. Sapa? Hey, tuh, sapa iki?
You, bro.
Hey, Mulot. Muncul lo.
Sam smells something horrible and peers under his truck, only to see someone's bare feet that seem to be floating just above the pavement on the other side. But when he checks, there's no one there. After this spooky encounter and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help.
The problem is I saw it.
If you get stuck on the melody or if you just feel like you can't get a song started, Output's co-producer is very dope.
Scurry Video.
Alright, ready?
Yo. Ayo. Sapa?
Pay fucking attention, watch. Go around.
Hey, tuh, sapa iki? Hey, Mulot. Muncul lo. Hey, tuh, sapa iki? Hey, Mulot.
Boom. Right there.
Mulot. Muncul lo.
Right there.
Sam smells something horrible and peers under his truck, only to see someone's butt something terrifying peering at him from the corner, and decides to get out of there and go find some help. Scurry Videos.
Oh, bitch.
And then it was just his cat. But how did it get up there? Was it something supernatural? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't anything supernatural. Next, we move on to something really scary that actually makes its way inside the door. The result is truly disturbing.
I'm gonna cry. Mama, let's go! I'm gonna cry. Mama, let's go!
Scared guy watched the CCTV, and he felt like an idiot, I would assume. Now, finally, if you believe in strange...
Shut up, bro. That's funny. 5 years ago, fuck it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Curse of Hell's Bar Dam. The Hell's Bar Dam, located on the Tennessee River in Helltown, Tennessee, was built in 1913 on former Native American land that is supposedly cursed. The dam is often called the most haunted dam in the world, and it has a very dark history. During the construction of the Hales Bar Dam, hundreds of workers lost their lives in workplace accidents. Then, soon after the dam's completion, it began to spring leaks on a weekly basis. Under the dam, there was a narrow tunnel used by local children to get across the river to school. One fateful day, a sudden massive leak caused the tunnel to flood, trapping many of the school children inside. Records of the event are sketchy, but it is believed that at least 2 of the children lost their lives in the flood. Eventually, it was found that the ground the dam was built on was unstable, so a new dam was built further downstream and the old Hales Bar Dam was abandoned. In a 2-part investigation, YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV explores the cursed grounds of the haunted dam. As he walks through the abandoned underground tunnel, things start to get a little strange.
What the hell was that? To say this, but I am honestly afraid right now. I heard a big weird noise. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm already hearing
Later, as a heavy storm rolls in, Frank continues his exploration in a different part of the Hales Bar Dam. Frank sets up a spirit box in a decaying room, but he catches something on camera that he never expected.
Is it okay that I could record in this room? Yeah, sure. I don't know if that's what it said. You guys correct me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It almost looks like the shape of a face is peeking in the window. Franco TV later finds out that he caught another unexpected surprise on camera. While he's exploring, Frank leaves the night vision camera recording the large entryway of the dam. Did you see it? On the upper floor, a mysterious dark figure walks from left to right along the walkway, and then just seems to disappear into thin air.
So I have a hot take. AI is not just a buzzword if you use Monday CRM.
I'm so glad you said that.
To see more of Franco TV's paranormal investigation of the Hales Bar Dam, check out his 2-part video series over on his YouTube channel. Whispers on the Wind. YouTuber Syntax77 is a backpacker and outdoorsman who posts accounts of his adventures while hiking deep in the secluded woods and mountains. In his videos, he gives camping and hiking advice, and also tests out gear as he camps out overnight in the middle of nowhere. None of his videos are about anything related to the paranormal. However, in one video uploaded on June 2nd, 2019, YouTube viewers noticed something truly bizarre. After a long hike alone on the Kahana Trail in Pennsylvania, Syntax77 sets up camp right next to the ruins of what was once an old farmhouse. As he starts eating his dinner for the night, this happens.
Man, that's good. A little bit of a gravy in there. I'm happy. It's calm, peaceful. A little breeze through the treetops, but nothing too bad yet.
YouTube commenters believe that a voice can be heard saying, "Be quiet, stay silent." I'll boost the audio. Listen again.
I'm happy. It's calm, peaceful. A little breeze through the treetops, but nothing too bad yet.
Syntax 77 spends the night in a hammock right beside the creepy farmhouse ruins. The next morning he packs his things and starts to head back. And it seems that something is very eager to see him go.
That's the trees we had to set up on. This is the other foundation here. Cool little spot for sure. But time to move on. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but
right as Syntax 77 walks by the ruins of the old farmhouse, a bizarre voice can be heard whispering, "Get out."
But time to move on. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but
So, is this the ghost of the former farmhouse owner demanding that he leave? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? To this day, Syntax 77 has not responded to any comments regarding the EVPs. He still actively posts hiking and camping videos to his YouTube channel, but nothing supernatural. The Road to Ruin. These next two scary videos were captured on a secluded forest road near Mexico City named the Desierto de los Leones, or in English, the Lions Desert Road. The local townspeople tell ghost stories of strange dark figures running across the road late at night, causing motorists to swerve off the road and crash. These unexplained incidents are said to be especially common around the 31-kilometer mark on the road. The uninhabited buildings along the roadside are also said to be haunted by these roaming spirits or entities. On the Mexican YouTube channel Terror al Extremo, a team of urban explorers travel to the allegedly haunted road to see if the stories are true.
Bueno, pues vamos grabando un poco del recorrido, porque les repito, la gente dice que se aparecen fantasmas y se les avientan a los vehículos. ¡Aco, güey! ¡Cabrón! ¡Ay, güey! Güey, no mames, ¿qué fue eso?
Something seems to hit their truck, but when they check, there's nothing there. So they continue driving down the creepy road.
Pues hasta ahorita, la verdad es que hace un chingo de frío, disculpen por la grosería. Hace bastante frío, amigos, que la verdad sí da un poquito de... Güey.
Oye, están tocando allá arriba. Están tocando arriba. Wow. Espérame. No se ve nada. Uy. Tranquilos. Perdón, ya me iba a caer. ¿Qué fue eso?
Again, something hits the truck, but they can't find the source. They decide to take a short break on the side of the road. Without even knowing it at the time, they capture something on camera that is downright chilling.
No inventes. Se siente bastante el frío por aquí.
Did you see it? As they're sitting in their truck, a strange figure seems to run towards the empty park building at the top of the hill. Now, there are no other cars around, so that leaves the question, just who or what was this mysterious figure, and why were they running around in the woods in the middle of the night? The urban explorers continue down the road and find one of the allegedly haunted buildings. Again, they don't seem to be alone.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea.
Avienta toda tu luz al 100. Pero como está bien oscuro.
Sí, ya se ve mejor. No, no puede ser, Luis.
¿Qué?
Luis, alguien se acaba de asomar ahí de esa ventana.
No manches, ¿neta?
Sí, güey. Aquí lo vi. Aquí. Te lo juro, aquí. Alguien se me estaba viendo hacia allá, güey. Le puedo ver la mitad del dorso.
No inventes, neta.
Sí,
But it gets even weirder. As they search the area around the building, things take a chilling turn.
¿Cómo ves si...?
Cuidado, ¿estás bien? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás bien?
Oh, no mames.
Sí, espérame, no te muevas. Ahí tienes la marca de lo que te pegó, güey.
They just decide to leave. But as they do, they have one last bizarre encounter. A dark figure runs across the road right in front of their truck. What makes their experiences even more bizarre is that another YouTube channel has witnessed and captured similar activity at the exact same building. YouTube paranormal researcher Alberto Del Arco was investigating the Lions Desert Road marker. He didn't find much in his investigation, but his cameraman accidentally catches something very creepy. Watch closely.
Deberíamos de buscar el camino al coche nuevamente. ¿Seguro? A ver, es por aquí. Ajá. ¿Qué fue eso? Sí, ¿qué fue? No sé, este lugar está muy gacho, güey. ¿Viste ese tronco? ¿No te da la impresión de que es una niña? ¿Como de una niña?
Now, Alberto and his cameraman didn't notice it at the time, but a dark shape can be seen moving in the left window of the same empty stone house where the other team saw the same figure. So did YouTube channels Terra El Extremo and Alberto Del Arco capture evidence of the Lions Desert Road being haunted by sinister spirits? You decide. Check out their channels to see more shocking footage that they captured during their investigations. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Josiah Worley isn't shy when it comes to his drinking habits. He often gets extremely intoxicated and uploads multiple videos to TikTok. Now, the subject of his videos has caught a lot of viewers' attention. Josiah believes that his house might be haunted and records the almost daily paranormal activity.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Do you see that? Oh, okay. Can you not do that, please? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Do you see that? Oh, okay. Can you not do that, please? Yeah, I'm leaving.
Here are my hands. Did you see that? Did you see that? Here are my feet, not moving. Here are my hands and my feet. Mom? No. No way. As you can see, I put it back on his thing. I'm about to go lay it back down, and I'm gonna hope to God that nothing does any weird because I feel like there's weird right there. But at the same time, it could be friendly. Oh God, now look at me. I'm starting to sound like a weirdo. You got weirdos and like that? I'm gonna take another shot. Hold on. Okay, move that. Do you see that? What? I don't know what to do. I'm also scared to show you guys my face because I look pretty ugly, but here you go. Yo, YOLO. What's good, bro? Bro. Are you good, bro? You good, bro? Do you see any strings? Did you guys see it move?
And just 2 days later, it happens again.
So for like a whole day, nothing has been going down, and then this happens. Okay, there's nothing. I even brought over somebody. And I don't know why the she's fast asleep. I've been drinking a little bit. Maybe it's only when I get drunk. But regardless, dude, that's really up. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. You should not. You should not be doing that. Please stop doing that. Okay? Okay? Stay there. Be chill. Stop for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave. Sorry, but I'm gonna leave. I'm really sorry for that. That light shut off. There's a switch right there. It got switched off. Turning off this light. It. So I ended up taking a trip to Walmart because can't really handle what's happening.
Struggling to pay off your debt? National Debt Relief is here to help you with debt consolidation, a solution that could simplify.
Josiah decides to take a trip to a department store to get a break from the constant strange activity. But when he returns, it only seems to get worse.
I've been cleaning up since I woke up, okay? And I've been hearing a lot of weird shit, but for some reason, whenever I pull my camera out, it stops. But that didn't stop, did it? What the was it? What was it? I was laying in bed watching some god. This turned off. Then I went to go grab a drink, and for some are you joking? Can you please stop? Do you see? This is starting to get more sketched out. Actually, to be honest with you, like I'm starting to get more scared. Like, as we go along.
The bizarre occurrences are even witnessed by his friends.
I really wish I recorded it. That thing fell over twice. 2 times, not once. Twice. And this motherfucker, I just picked it up. This motherfucker over here is acting like nothing ever happened.
If you don't imagine it didn't happen.
If it didn't happen, it didn't happen, huh?
Look the
okay,
other way.
well, we're about to leave.
But then the paranormal activity in his home just becomes a little too extreme for Josiah.
I don't know if I'm even recording. I don't know if I'm okay with being here. I'm gonna end up leaving. I'm not a bitch. At least I didn't think I was. But I'm starting to progressively become more scared. It's like, oh God, you just can't really handle that. That's not real life, is it? Oh, I need to take another shot.
Now, of course, this could just be a huge TikTok hoax. But in that last video, Josiah certainly seemed pretty upset. But what do you think? To follow his continuing story, head over to Josiah Worley's TikTok page. TikTok user Kelsey Flynn says that a friend took her picture while she was trying on a bridesmaid's dress in a local shop. When she looks back at the picture, things get truly bizarre.
I went bridesmaid shopping yesterday and I had on this dress and my sister is gonna wear this one, so I took this picture and I just sent it to her this morning and she responds saying, "Oh my God, that picture is possessed." This is the full photo. Look at my face here. This is not a serious smile, but look at my face here. And now look at my reflection in the back. I'm sorry. What the fuck is that? I'm freaking out. That's possessed. That is the Truth or Dare smile. Where are my teeth? That's not even the same. That is not the same smile as that. I can't.
Now, there's a digital camera effect called rolling shutter that can make different parts of a picture appear altered if they happen within just a fraction of a second. Like, for example, spinning helicopter blades or a quick blink of the eyes.
Luke Mandel submitted this photo to Boing Boing. His camera scans left to right and in this instance managed to capture a blink, eyes closed when the scan began and then open in the reflection scanned a fraction of a second later.
But for Kelsey's entire face and expression to change from this to this, it seems like it would take longer than just the blink of an eye. But what do you think? Is this just a digital glitch, or did Kelsey Flynn catch something paranormal in her photo? The doors strike back. Now, if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you might know Adventure Allah as the original door-kicking Saudi ghost hunter. But in this video, things go very differently for Allah, and his foot-to-door technique seems to backfire on him. So Adventure Allah is on another live stream ghost hunt, checking out an abandoned building that is said to be haunted by a jinn or evil spirit. Whoever or whatever is in the building with Allah, it seems to have malicious intent. When Allah starts his investigation, he prays, which seems to immediately trigger some strange activity.
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Something that Allah can't see seems to be moving through the building. A door shuts on its own. However, this doesn't deter Allah and he continues his hunt.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Whatever it is seems to be toying around with Allah by shutting nearby doors. But nevertheless, he continues on.
والله يا اخوان احس مني بحالي والله اشوف كيف يتحرك الظل هذا. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. قسما بالله العظيم ان الظل ذا يتحرك الحاله. ربي صدري عورني. انا يا اخوان شكلي بنسحب. هذه أكثر من إنذار يعطوني.
A loud sound startles Adventure Allah and he almost falls through the weak railing to the concrete floor 2 stories below. Now, he decides it's time to leave. But it might be too late.
بسم الله بسم الله. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. بسم الله. اقسم بالله كهرباء. يا اخوان دقوا على احمد بسرعه يا اخوان. اقسم بالله ماني قادر افك الباب ورب الكعبه.
Look at this. Demonologist. Demonologist. Let's get it. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready already. Get ready, boys, because we're here now. Yes, sir. Yeah. Demonology. Okay. Customize my character. Okay. Right. Guess we get it. We're gonna do. Ready? Start. Okay. No. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How do I get the map? Let me just play. Fuck it. Just play the Sims, people.
Mayboon Garage. Oh, more Holly King. Huh.
go. Huh, Warba Taranga. Whew. Ah, with a dip. Pame Snurzo. Ooh, Schwabi! Oh. Oh.
Ah.
Sebabdi Hobe. Ah, Fernaya.
Mams, Yavoya. Fanship Stellani.
Pena Swarbo.
Jackson. Briggs.
Ah, Flufta. Mwah, Zago. Kalusi. What's a rich shoe? Mwah. Oh. Sipping Nubu. Oh, Yibs. Ha ha ha. Oh. Onya Blurbis. Huh. Huh. Ha ha! Onya. Huh. Oh. Huh. Markle Shufi. Huh. Huh. Markle Shufi. Oh. Shurga. Whoa! Huh. Marcia? Oh. Oh. Sabone. Huh. Markle Shufi. Jabina. Lurbis. Ah. Lurbis. Baloney. Oh, Yibs. Lurbis. Oh, Yibs. Ha ha ha. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Doomba! Doomba! Ooh. Hmm. Huh. Huh.
Yes, bro. There's no really no.
Ooh. Ah. Huh.
Fun.
Ooh.